Yo, I get impatient sometimes, but let me tell you why acting emotionally is not a good idea when you're making calls and trying to book shows at retirement communities, which is what I'm doing today. It's a Monday. Hope everybody's doing very well. I called this facility and I called the number and then I just heard breathing, crickets. I knew somebody had picked up because I heard background noise. People were talking in the background. I was like, there's nothing really weird. And I said, hello. And just as I said hello, they hung up. I was like, that's weird. So I called back and I don't know, like maybe like the calling service that I use makes it look like it's spam or like a telemarketer or something. And I am calling a book gig, so I am marketing my services, but I called back again and the same thing happened. And so I had to be like, hello? And then finally, hello, can you hear me? And then finally she was like, okay, hey, yes. And that's all that she said. She didn't say, hey, thank you for calling, the name of the facility. How can I help you? Which is, in my opinion, the best way to answer the phone because it lets the person know who they're calling and it kind of moves the conversation along. Now, anyways, it took me a while to get through to this person and to convince her that I was calling with a service that could help the residents. But I introduced myself and I explained what I do. The activities director was busy, so I left a message like I usually do, and I was very patient. And I wanted, after she took my message, I wanted to let her know my frustration. I wanted to say something like, hey, it's usually best practice to, when you answer the phone, to say, hey, thank you for calling, and then the name of the facility, and then say something like, how may I help you? So that the person knows that there's actually somebody on the other line. But I didn't. I said, thank you so much for your help. And she said, no problem. I'm gonna put this note on the activities director's desk. And I had her smiling and laughing. And I don't know. To me, I would rather deploy patience and temper my frustrations because it's not always appropriate to express frustrations. It's not always a good idea to it's not always a good idea to just say the first thing that comes out of your mind. Like that'll get you into trouble. In my case, I want their business. So of course I'm gonna deploy as much temperance as I can muster because I don't know why she didn't answer the phone correctly. Maybe she just wasn't trained. She'll probably figure it out eventually. Or maybe my number came up looking like it was a weird number because I was using this calling service. I don't know. But anyways, the lesson here is patience, temperance will oftentimes stop you from self-sabotage.